So I just finished therapy and meditating. I first finished therapy and then I just meditated at my favorite park again. Um, so I think something that kind of like came to the surface or whatever, and I feel like it's just this repeated thing. It's kind of annoying, but the horrible messaging that I've received as a child and then unfortunately in my relationships that I'm not enough. And so I just always felt that way, partially because of, from abuse, but then also like the being discarded and with family and relationships, and even with the music industry. Like there was a point where I remember this one person in particular was able to like really help me make a really big move, and under the conditions, like he believed in my music but said I should grow my hair out and I should not be out of the closet. I shouldn't be gay, basically. And I would allow somebody else to have more creative control, not like producing. And what else was it? I like tone down my controversy because I can be pretty controversial on certain things. And so like basically just don't be you is what I was getting, because that's not enough. Like we won't sign you because of you. We like your music, but we don't like you, is basically the message I've gotten my entire life through the industry and in general. So yeah, I started to, with the week, I kind of started to feel that way a little bit again. And it's different though. I didn't get like caught up in it. I just noticed it was there. And then what was cool about it was then I had like I started to think about the things that counteracted, what kind of told me otherwise. So for instance, my friends, when I stayed with my friend Laura, her saying, "Oh, I don't want you to go," or my just other friends like wanting me to come on their vacation with them, and spending time with people, and just reiterating to me over and over that me just being me is enough for them, that they love me no matter what. So that was really cool. Just kind of, I was able to see the emotion and the constant message that I've had in my life kind of come to the surface. But then while it was there, I was able to think about, but if that's true, then why do these people who are currently and have been in my life for a long time, why are they expressing that all I have to do is be me, and that's enough for them to want me around? Yeah, so that was kind of cool. So it was actually an interesting thing to think about. I think that like the other thing, wow, yeah, just really feeling like I had nothing to offer ever. Like I always felt like I had literally nothing to offer anyone, because of what I was always being told, especially in like romantic relationships, and until like after the fact or something. But like something that was really cool to look back on, especially the past year, was just how even in the state of like completely being grief stricken and really not feeling like I had at that point even anything to offer because I was so grief stricken, hearing like friends saying, Like, you are so good at community. Look what you've done with bringing us together in your state of grief. Like, those are things that, like, I really hold on to and just value, thinking, well, what was it that I was even doing? I don't think I was necessarily, like, doing anything as much as just allowing myself to be vulnerable, and allowing everything to happen as it was, allowing the grief to be there, allowing the pain to be there, allowing people to be there for me. And in doing that, I was telling them that they were valuable. I was telling them that they had something to offer, because I allowed myself to be broken with them, right? So I started to realize a lot of how vulnerability in particular plays a part in your giving to others. You know, I think it's like you are telling someone that they are worthy of your trust, and that you see them as somebody safe to be open to. And also it helps to reciprocate, like, by you being vulnerable and opening up and sharing, it allows somebody else to kind of come forth and share their stories. And I'm experiencing that even here. Like, people reach out and tell me their stories of, you know, being a survivor, and it's really, really, really cool. And it just reiterates to me that this is something. You know, I think like I said, my struggle throughout my entire life has just been really wondering, like, if I'm doing anything to contribute to anything or anyone ever, like, and I've really had a hard time with that. But the more that I sit in it and kind of look a little further out, instead of, like, being just stuck, like, you know, my perspective being so here, it's like stepping out of it. And like I was saying before, sitting with the emotion instead of being in the emotion, sitting with it. And, like, it helps me to realize that, oh, wait a second, this is something that you don't have to try to do. You just have to let it be. And the more that you do that, the more that you allow yourself to exist, in hindsight, is actually saying, I'm enough. I'm enough. My whole existence is enough. And in allowing it to be, and allowing myself to be authentic and be vulnerable, it actually gives back to others. It's really fucking crazy. So yeah, that's all I have. Hopefully that made sense. And sorry for my rant. All right, I will see you tomorrow.